Hello, hello. We are the recipe. I'm using my Chelsea voice. So I am Mika.
And I am Nicolette Nichelle.
And I'm Stormy. So one of our co-hosts is missing today. Chelsea had some other things to do today that was very important. So we'll see her next show. Nicolette, hello. How can the people find you on Instagram? Let us know a little bit about yourself.
So my Instagram is Nicolette Nichelle, and I'm a shoe designer.
My favorite.
I'm a shoe designer. I'm from Houston. A lot of people don't know that. They always think I'm from LA or New York. I'm a mom too. A lot of people don't know that because I'm very private. But
you have how many kids you have?
Two.
Girls, boys?
I have, my son is 13 and my daughter is 11. She'll be 12 next month.
My son's 11 and he'll be 12 in December.
Really?
Oh, he's a mommy.
Where you from? What's that? Yeah,
I'm from Herm Clark.
Mm-hmm. Okay, Herm Clark.
I am from the South.
So Nicolette is a notorious bandana. I think that were the bandana shoes the ones that got you your big buzz.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so if you see the bandana shoes, that's Nicolette. I think on one of the episodes I wore the platform strappy.
That was my first shoe.
Yes, and got a lot of hits. And here we have Nicolette here. So one of the questions is, do you make shoe contact before you make eye contact since you're a shoe designer?
Definitely. I definitely make with women and men. With women and men. I'm kind of childish. I didn't talk to a man because I didn't like his shoes.
Oh, facts. I'm the same way.
Yeah.
But that's kind of childish.
You got to work your way up.
That is not childish.
No.
That is a part of the rule, okay?
Okay. I like you. Yeah. Because my friend was like, you got to break out of that. I'm like,
two things you look at. Shoes, teeth, watch.
And the haircut.
And the haircut. Fact. But then they might have a hat. And they like,
baby, they hat fishing. You got to see hat fishing.
No,
you got to see yourself under there.
After 45 minutes and you get into the conversation, you got to be like, so, and if you like him, pick up your hat real quick.
Let me see what's going on.
And up under that hat, he done got edged with a shoestring tip and a butter knife. It's
sprayed with beiging.
Exactly.
So you definitely got to ask to say, pick the head up. But yeah, shoe contact for sure. Yes. I'm with you on that one. That's definitely not childish.
Yes. Okay, so how long have you been a designer and how did you get started?
So I've been like doing shoes for the past 10 years.
Wow.
Yeah, for the past 10 years, I would do like DIYs. You know that $9.99 store on Belfort? Mm-hmm. So I would go there and I would like...
Club Rhythms over there that way. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I would resell their shoes for a higher price because, you know, everybody's on Instagram selling boutique shoes or whatever. And then I also would like make DIY videos and just like add my own thing.
Okay, tell us the DIY. What is that?
Do it yourself.
Okay.
So I would like get inspiration from, I would go to like Hobby Lobby, see some like fringe and add it on to some shoes or whatever and sell it. Like before, you remember those heels where it's like the fur on the sandals?
Yeah.
So before those got popular, I was making those for people.
Okay.
So yeah, those shoes came good off of Ducky Confetti. Kind of like, I just started seeing it from there. I used to think like, now I thought it was really cool. Now I see, I'd be like, girl.
Please.
Yeah, I mean, I like some of it. I thought about making some like bandana shoes with the fur, but I'm like, nah. But then I'm like, they'll sell though. But then I was like, no, I'm not gonna do it. Cause I really don't like that style anymore. But it definitely helped
then
me.
Then it was a hit.
Like, back then it was definitely.
Now you see girls in the club, you be like,
why you got that on?
Sis, are you stuck in 2000?
Facts. Okay, is it hard to stay inspired when so many people is copying your design? I mean, I've heard people have copied your design, sis. How was that?
So before it got on Instagram, one of my friends that owned a boutique, you know how you get the catalog before things come out? My friend was like, girl, your shoes in this catalog. So I seen it. I'm like what I'm supposed to do. But I mean,
like your shoes in the catalog, but it wasn't under your name.
It definitely was. It was a different material. So the shoes that Mika have, it was like a satin bandana versus the actual
cloth. Because those are
So I use the actual bandana for those. So it's like a lot of times you can't really do in fashion. You really can't do anything about anybody stealing your thing. So
what
for
about
me,
a trademark or
that, I mean, if they switch up one little thing, like just because it was satin,
wow,
that's not her shoe no more.
That's not yours. So it's like really, I mean, of course it's good to have your legal stuff together. But at the same time, it really doesn't, like in fashion, it really doesn't help you. But it's not hard for me to stay inspired because when I went to college for fashion, and when I was in school, I did trend predicting. So I kind of know like what's going to be hot next year. And I kind of like research all those different things. So it's definitely not hard for me to stay inspired. It just keeps me inspired because it's like, okay, I'm doing something right.
Yeah, they seeing it. And
somebody copying, so I'm doing something right for sure.
That makes me think about John Ice. And she always like out in Fashion Nova for copying her stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's just like you can't really do nothing about it because
they switch up one thing. The zipper could be on the left side and her original zipper's on the back side. That's not her design anymore. Mm-hmm. So it's just like that's how it works in fashion. Like everybody, you go on Alibaba, you see all those girls' pictures. Everybody's remaking the same quick, and somebody probably sold it for like $200 and they're selling it for $13 for the bulk. And it's just like, what the hell? Yeah, like, you'll be pissed off. That would make you want to cry. Like,
yeah, when she showed me the catalog, I didn't cry, but I was like, really, dang. Like, I haven't even, made 6 figures yet at that time. So it's like, this is what they about to do. And I mean, my customers, I call my clients girlfriends. Uh-huh. So that makes it feel like a family. So they go so hard. I didn't have to, like, when people start, other boutiques was selling it, when, with any little thing, they go so hard, and then like they had somebody delete the stuff off their website. Like,
that's how I found you, because people were posting she's the original, and they were posting their shoes.
Like a dude from here, he had made like a DIY of my shoe, and yeah, they was on him. They was on
in the comments hard.
They was on him, and he ended up blocking me. I'm like, you blocking me, but you didn't come up with this. Like, you didn't. You didn't do this. So it was like, but that's what comes with being great. Like, people are going to copy you. Yeah. Like, people are going to be inspired by you. So that's what comes with being great. So you just gotta deal with it.
Definitely.
The next thing, manufacturing shoes is tough. Mm-hmm. Like, do you sit at home? Like, of course you outsourcing your stuff now because you're huge. I mean, but are you like a one-woman show? Are you the only one designing? Are you the only one packaging your shoes, sending them out? Or do you have a team?
So I'm definitely the only person that actually designs and does that. Of course, I get inspiration from like my friends. I send them something like, well, you think I should change this? You think, because
now that shoe you posted on your story, I want it.
The other one?
The was it like a lime green, like something with the little spikes?
Oh yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna release that one though.
Do you do that a lot? Like, like put out stuff and be like, you know what? Never mind.
You got to show Storm. The shoe is hot.
It's all right. It's okay.
It's all right. Yeah.
But I got a lot of feedback. Everybody was in my DMs.
That'd be the thing.
So I might end up
like a few, like, not, this is like no restocks, like kind of thing. Yeah, you should drop just to see. Yeah. If you see what the love, you might think it's because like sometimes, honestly, I have a boutique myself, and the things that I think is like super whack, everybody likes it. That would be the things that sells out, and I'd be like, ew. But so you just never know. Like the things I really, really hate, it's like, wow.
Sometimes you do gotta pick a wild card.
You don't know, because you gotta remember your audience are not you, and you have to like throw out a little spice, throw out a little funk. Like when I brought
people gonna like it just because it's you.
Yeah. That's true too. That's definitely true.
I think you should definitely drop it, but just put like this no restocks.
It's gonna be very limited. I don't know if I'm gonna release it, but I'll probably, knowing me, because once I get too many DMs like, hey, I want this, or they bringing it back to my attention, I'm like, oh, okay, let me go ahead, text my factory, hey, go ahead and put them into production for me. So yeah, I might. But as far as like packing, my family does a lot of the shipping or whatever. They do a lot of the shipping and like checking.
Your kids working?
No.
She can't say
that. No, they're not working. They help me with designing though. They'll tell me like, oh, maybe you should add this. So they definitely do play a big part in my design or whatever. Because my kids are into fashion, both of them.
Good, my son too.
They're definitely into fashion. They love it. So as far as a one-woman show, as far as designing, but like the emails and all that and the customer service, definitely have people doing that for me.
You don't want to burn yourself out.
New design styles dropping soon. What's going on? What you working on? What's the fall looking like?
So I have like 3 pairs of shoes coming out next month. My birthday is next month too. So I have 3 pairs of shoes coming out next month. And I'm really excited about them because they're not bandana.
Okay.
Because everybody looks for Bandana. When you say NN, they're like, oh, the girl that do Bandana.
Yeah.
Nah, so it's not any Bandana. So I'm very excited about the release for that release. And then I'm doing a release for Black Friday. And then
How does that work? When you release your shoe during Black Friday, are you still dropping it like a deal, a sale, or it's just like, hey,
it's just like an exclusive
drop?
It's gonna be like an exclusive drop. I don't really believe it. I'm having a sale right now because I'm
trying to get rid of.
I'm basically starting over. I'm like starting from scratch with my brand. I'm not doing certain stuff I used to do.
Because I'm the same way. You give me advice about that. Like when you're like, okay, I'm done with this. I just want to start all the way over. Is that normal? Is that okay? Am I going crazy? What am I doing? Because I'm to the point where like, okay, fall, I'm just going to just rebrand my entire line. Like
start over. Starting over doesn't mean starting from scratch. And somebody told me that. Oh, no, actually, I'm lying. That was a sermon, and it was like starting over is not starting from scratch. So with me and where I'm trying to go, like I'm trying to be a huge like Laquan Smith and all these Hanifa and all these different brands, and it's like I started off being more of, you know, I could post this shoe right here, my foot like this, and know that I can make money. But I'm like, nah, I want to go about it the right way, have right photo shoots, do all these cool things or whatever. So definitely
like branding yourself as in, because I have my friends that always tell me like marketing is the best. Like your content has to be like creative as hell because people feed off of that. Like you get a big following, just like they probably don't even like your stuff. Just to keep up with like this girl, her thing is copacetic, everything is cute. Like just from
it's cohesive.
Yeah, people will definitely with my girlfriends, I have girls that have bought every single pair of shoes that I've came out with. So it's cool to be kind of the face of your brand, but at the same, because I have a namesake brand, it's Nicolette Nichelle, that's my name. It's cool to have that, but then also make sure you have, I feel like, I don't think you have to have like your own models and all that different models, but I think when you want to go huge, you want to be featured in New York Fashion Week and all these cool things, I think you got to kind of go a different route and start over and do what's best.
Scale it back a little bit.
Okay. Like that.
So another question like I want to ask is like pricing. Like how did you figure out like a price point to like put your stuff like, dang, am I too high? People gonna buy this? Or, you know, am I selling myself too short?
The question is more so, what was the cost of your first shoe?
Yeah.
And then what's the cost of your shoe today?
So when I first started, I think the Monica was $139. And one of my best friends was like, girl, them people gonna not buy that shoe for $139. I'm like, you think so? I'm like, I don't care. Like, I'm still gonna put it at $139. And now I go up to like $200, $250. My site is on sale right now though. But now I'll go up to like $200 and $250. And I think sometimes with us Black designers, we don't want to be too high and we don't want to be, you know, too low. But for me, I wanted to create something that was attainable luxury made by a Black woman. And that's why my prices are, you know, still like $150 to $250.
Still affordable.
Yeah, still very affordable because, you know, we'll spend,
you're going to buy some.
Spend $300, $400, $500 on, you know, other brands. So.
Now I've shopped with you. I have those.
I definitely say whatever you feel you're worth, go for it for sure. Because somebody's gonna buy it. You're gonna have some people that's gonna be like, oh, that's too high, but this site and this brand is not for you. So keep it moving. So.
Yes. I am a shopper. I have the bandana ones and the money sandals.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about the money sandals.
We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that.
We're gonna talk about the money sandals. Okay, so a huge thing. You're from Houston. You're from Herm Clark. Am I saying it right? Because I'm not from Houston. So
I'm from
y'all don't chop me up in the comments. I'm not from Houston, so I could be chopping it up. So, is your hood showing you love? Or you get
not even your hood, your city.
Your city.
We're right behind you.
I get it. But I'm trying to bring some cool stuff to the city. Like I want to bring like fashion stuff to the city. Like me and my friend, have you guys ever heard of the Style Animal Boutique?
Yes.
Okay, so my friend,
I brought they got the
money bag.
Money bag purse.
Okay.
The purse that I wore it before, the money bag.
So a lot of people don't know that's Black owned. That's one of my friends. We're doing a pop-up shop here. It was supposed to be this past weekend, but we're going to do it at the beginning
Nicolette
of next
is
year.
Connected, okay?
So first of all right, I'll say this. Before the show, we had a little talk with her. All right. You want your city behind you, correct?
Yeah.
You You want to be like Brandy here, right? Before you leave, because you want to take the leap of faith soon.
I'm definitely getting out of here.
But you like, nobody know who you are because you're like behind the scenes so much. So like, how do you expect
that's why I'm
people
here
to follow you if we can't really know who you are? So
Nicolette is popping, but she's an introvert.
So like for me, like I am the face of my brand. Everybody knows who I am. I get out, do things, but you're like more of like a shy girl. Like, okay, I don't really want to get out the bubble. So how do you expect what you want to do different? Like,
so that's what so my goal is to start, because people ask me to do stuff all the time. And I'm like, either I read the email I have, whoever respond and tell them not right now, or
because you feel it's Mean Girls.
No, it's not even. That don't be the Mean Girl. My Mean Girl experience was like going to networking events, like and treating me like I wasn't that girl. Yeah, but
how do you deal with those stuff? And first of all, answer the question I asked first, then we'll go.
Oh, I forgot. I got bad memory. Don't judge me.
No, how did you expect people to know who Nicolette is?
So yeah, that's what I'm trying to get. I'm trying to put myself out there a little bit more, like coming on podcasts, especially because y'all were women. You supported my brand. You know somebody. I've been following you for a minute, your boutique for a minute. I actually bought my homegirl a jersey from your brand before.
Look at that.
So I thought it would be cool for me to come to at least something that had something to do with a little fashion. I know that all three of y'all are into fashion in some type of way. So I basically put myself out there. I want to start having events out here and helping, because whenever I open my store here, I want it to be kind of like a workspace.
Okay, so you are going to definitely open a store in Houston.
It's going to be it'll be like a showroom, but I want it to be more for like fashion. Even like I want kids to be able to come to that store and be able to get on laptops and ask me questions or ask whoever I have working in there. Like, and have a shoe school. Like I want to have a shoe school too. So it's a lot of stuff I want to bring to the city, but I don't really know a lot of people here. Like
so your nightlife life, where do you go in Houston?
I used
Name
to go
two places where you go. I'm gonna see what you doing wrong. Where you go?
So I be going to Urban Social sometimes.
Never been.
Yeah, that's like the only place. That's
it's probably like an older crowd. So if you like to be like,
and yeah, I don't really, because
how old are you, Nicolette?
I'm 30. I'll be 31 next month. What? I'm 30, and I've been to all the cool spots like camp and all those different things, but I don't, because it'd be too crowded.
Yeah.
Are you like a sultry? Like you listen to?
Nah, I'm ratchet. I'm very ghetto fabulous. I call my brand like ghetto fabulous. Like, nah, I'm
come on, Bloods and Crips.
Yeah, so I'm very like, I like all the hot rappers out right now. I like all that, but
I definitely say like you need to like for me, one of my questions here below is like collab like with your last couple of posts was pretty dope with the boutique, and you have to like collab with other girls in Houston. Like, say for me, because I'm definitely gonna ask you like, girl, can I use some of your shoes for my photo shoot?
Yeah,
so
sure.
that's how like it would like kind of like get you out there, because the Houston girls gotta know you, and you definitely gotta show up to like women empowerment events, talk. Kind of get out a little bit, wear your shoes where you gotta get like 5 girls, everybody have your shoes on.
Because they probably see the shoes and be like, oh, that's her.
Crazy. I had a girl come up to the address. A girl came up to me in the address. She was like, hey, is your name Nicolette? I was like, I had a
girl, stop.
Don't judge me. I was like, because you never know. Like, what? That's kind of,
she probably follows your little journey.
She was like, no. She was like, I'm a customer. I have your shoes. I was like, I'm so sorry, girl. I gave
girl, no.
And I'm not a mean girl, but she threw me off.
Like she was a fan. Then when you about to get this thing is about to blow up for you, right? And it's about to get a little crazy in a few, like 2 years from now, you're gonna look back today and be like, damn.
Cause you already on Beyonce's little list. You already doing come on, Nicolette.
Yeah, it threw me off. I had to apologize. I gave her an extra pair of shoes.
No, I can see. That's some weird vibe shit. Like, girl.
Yeah, I mean, if she see this, I'm sorry again, but I'm sorry again. I do have some customers in Houston, and then they always end up, because I guess people might look at where it's coming from, and they're like, I didn't know you were Houston based. I'm like, yeah, but I'm pretty lucky. Like, even when I was going to LA and I had my shoes on, I walked in the club, he was like, damn, that's some LA shit. I'm like,
yeah. So what makes you?
I'm from Houston.
How do you choose these? Like, what make? Because I look at your side a little bit. Like, you ain't really doing the blue side.
Mhm.
You really doing the red side. What made you say this color? Like, this the color bandana. Why you didn't choose both colors? Why red?
So the thing was, when I came out with the bandana, I didn't even come out with red and blue. I didn't come out with red and blue. The girls harassed me for the red and blue.
Oh.
And the colors that came out were green, pink, and orange. Green, pink,
I
and
rarely
orange.
see people with those. I be seeing red and
yeah,
blue.
those
Red, I
are
guess
ones
they kind of stand out.
Mm-hmm.
The red.
The girls love the red. But they love the blue too. They always sell out.
Robin got the blue.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Robin.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
She's a shoe designer too.
Yeah, absolutely. I have her sandals. Hey, girl.
Okay. Well, the city definitely needs to get behind you. I definitely feel like you need to show your face a little bit more. You have to brand yourself and kind of get out here, speak on some panels and talk. Get a little,
Yeah, y'all got to tell me what's going
had
on.
a few women empowerment.
Yeah.
So she's gonna do
the
stuff
one
coming up. You're gonna get
I sent you the one today.
I'm gonna come through. I'm definitely
Come
gonna.
through.
So you'll get to
come
meet and people are gonna tell their stories and you kind of take yourself.
Well,
out
see,
of
the
that
one
shell.
that I'm doing on the 10th it's gonna be informal. So it's just gonna be pretty much networking.
Okay.
We're gonna just be eating. You order from the menu, we eat. It's gonna be networking,
Okay.
and then we can go from there. But this is just to network.
Because I was like you at one point. First, but I was like
She
the
was.
face of the brand, but I was quiet. Like I don't really talk
So
about.
do you have a lot of customers here?
Yeah, a lot of customers. But then again, I'll be looking at you see their site and you be like, damn, Ohio, like where the hell, like where are you guys coming from? But I do have, I guess, like before the site, I already was like a really popular girl, so I'm kind of like it worked both ways. But I do see, but yeah, of course, like you're never gonna get the love from your city that you expect. But hey,
yeah, I don't,
and you never let that even mess with you at all. Just kind of just keep moving. Just know that hey, people behind you that you don't even know. That's the best part.
I think it's dope to see, like, I live in Houston, but it's an order from Chicago. It's
Facts.
an order from LA.
Yeah,
like
most of my customers are in California and on the East Coast, like New York.
Yeah,
Baltimore,
a lot of
and
my
all
clients
those.
are from New York, and I'm just like, okay.
Wow.
They're so loyal. The East Coast,
That's
loyal.
dope though.
I can see LA is like the vibe for these type of shoes. People like the funky looks, you know what I'm saying? Especially the thick sole with the bandana shoes. A lot of girls like that's like a LA vibe type thing.
Absolutely.
Definitely.
It's like Houston don't get it, so maybe that's what the problem.
No,
is,
it could because East Coast and West Coast they ain't real like open and with the fashion. So they could
you
be.
have to put it on like one Houston hot chick, and then they will get it. You know what I'm saying? People bite off just to see that, but they have to be like on a girl that's like hot. She's from Houston, then you will get the audience.
Send Beyonce some.
I'm working on it.
Working on it.
I'm working on it. Like I'm definitely working on getting Beyonce in my shoes.
Like the bag with the T. What is it called?
Telfar.
Like they just like one day they've been going for a while in New York City. So like New York City been having that. And they've been like on a bunch of TV shows. You probably just ain't pay attention to it. You didn't know. But then once Beyonce hit, it was just like shit.
Crazy. And they was already selling out before Beyonce. He was definitely already selling out before Beyonce. But it goes even crazy when you have like Beyonce or Rihanna.
I love that.
Yeah,
I love supporting
crazy,
Black people. Like,
me too.
Yeah.
I'm all for it. Okay, so we ask if you had the ultimate shoe collab, who would you want to work with?
It's quite a few people.
Name them.
Then your top 3.
Definitely. I don't wear sneakers, y'all, but I want like to create some type of heel with Nike. That's like a huge goal for me. I would love to work with Rihanna, like how Amina was working with Rihanna to design shoes.
Yeah.
Who else?
I can see it
What's
for
a
you.
brand that let me see. Give me 1 second. I would love to work with Joe Fresh Goods. Y'all familiar with who he is?
Exactly.
Like, I want to be the female Joe Fresh Goods. Like, I want my shoes to be like kind of street, but still like very luxury, or whatever. So I would love to work with Joe Fresh Goods.
Every day is just like a hot new shoe coming out. You be like, what the hell? And the girls take on to it. Like these people spend money for shoes. I am one of them. So definitely like,
Yeah, I grew up a sneakerhead. And then once I stole a pair of my sister heels, like in the 8th grade, that came to an end.
Been a heel girl ever since.
I still was like wearing all the hot shoes in high school or whatever, but definitely was wearing the heels.
I think I'm like definitely both. I am both, but I'm definitely
you are a sneaker girl.
I'm a sneaker girl, but I do wear heels too. And when I'm wearing my heels, I feel like, okay.
When the last time you put on some heels?
Last week. And I'm at Alexander Wayne, girl, wear heels all the time.
In a wedding.
No, on Sundays I wear heels. I had 2 weeks in a row I wore heels last week. You tripping.
What? I have not seen.
And then the sneaker
heels.
game,
Two Sundays in a row.
the sneaker game, they have went up on pricing.
It's
like,
crazy. The resales today.
That's crazy.
Sick.
It's crazy.
That is crazy.
See, but that lets you know people gonna buy it.
Mhm.
So price your shit how you gonna price it because they gonna buy it.
They gonna buy it.
They definitely gonna buy it. That's really not an issue. You might have somebody that might comment like, girl, who you think you are? But
You don't worry. You don't
you
pay
know,
them no mind.
you know my name. So I
Come on, Nicolette.
So
You're on my page.
Yeah,
you came over
you
here. Like,
if I see something that's too, I keep scrolling. Like if I know I'm not gonna pay $300 for the jacket somebody might have posted, like I'm gonna just keep scrolling. I might like it and think it's really cool. Might send it to my homegirl. But if I'm not gonna buy it, I'm not gonna come in and say, hey, you know you out of line for having this for too
people
much.
are just rude. It makes no sense.
They're
Like,
very
wow.
rude.
Okay.
Super rude.
They gonna swipe their card in Bottega or wherever else.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
what's the creative process behind your design? Like, how do you literally like, this is it? Or what makes you feel like this the one? You know how you just said, I don't think I'm gonna drop that one. What makes you feel like, okay, I'm definitely dropping this?
The shoe that I'm coming out in in October, like I know that shoe is going to do numbers. Like, I don't know, but my creative process, I might see I might get inspiration from that. Like I've been wanting to do something
Graffiti
different.
type.
Yeah, graffiti type of thing or whatever for a minute. So that's kind of like on my mind, like, oh, I can do like a graffiti shoe or whatever. That'd be cool. But I just see different things. I'm always in nature. I love being outside.
So you go outside with a notebook, your headphones on. Like, is that what you do?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I go to the park almost every day. Literally almost at least 5 to 6 days out the week. I go to the park and I sit in the park and I just write. And somebody can have something on. Like I'm always on. How y'all familiar with Pinterest?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I might look at like old runway dresses and get inspiration from it. So I don't really have like a set creative process. It's just more so I can get inspiration from looking at anything. Like anything. So
Okay. Tell us like a little bit about yourself that we don't know, that we need to know. How we get to know who you are. Like,
Nicolette.
oh, you just gotta ask me some questions. No, I'm like really to myself. I'm really shy. I'm really, really shy. But I don't know, you really just have to ask me.
So are you like really nervous right now?
Kind of. And then I'm always thinking about, because I have a natural resting bitch face. So
We all do.
Like it's really
we go back and watch ourselves. No.
It's really, really, really,
I
really.
go back and watch this show all the time. Be like, God damn!
Yeah,
especially the both of us. We mug.
Yeah, I noticed, and that's crazy. I noticed on both of y'all because I went back and watched y'all podcast with Propane. I'm like, oh, I ain't got nothing to worry about. They look a little mean too.
No, and we're not.
Even though you're not mean.
No, how my boyfriend approached me is like, damn, why you look so mean?
Yeah,
that's how.
And you started laughing. I'm not.
Yeah, that's what I did too. Like, I'm not really mean. I'm really nice. Like, people will tell you, like I've had girls slide in my DMs and ask me how to become a shoe designer, and I've definitely
give them the.
Yeah, I didn't give them my factory, but I definitely gave them like a factory that you can work with, because it took me a long time to get a factory.
The game is to be sold, not told.
Yeah, kind of, but for me, I just feel like what I got going on, like can't nobody.
So you just
let me ask this question real quick. There was this brand, it's called Cool. It's this shoe, like it looks like Jordan 1s. They had this rival, and this guy came and just bought his, like it was about to be expired. He bought his whole
domain and everything.
No, he bought I saw that. Actually, I did see that.
He bought the entire, like, what do you call that when you?
Did he buy the trademark?
He bought the whole trademark
of what?
The shoe. So he started making the shoe and he made it cheaper. This boy's like a millionaire now. Is making like.
Is this the one that lives in the UK or somewhere?
They were here like the week it happened. He did like a collab in Houston, and he bought his whole entire trademark. He sells the shoe for probably like $300, and the boy starts selling the shoe for probably like $160. And so it just like he stole his entire thing. They was having like a whole beef, but I guess they had a beef. Like he asked him to help him start his shoe line and get the manufacturer. He ended up finding out the manufacturer, and the guy who originally has the shoe line went to the manufacturer and gave him $1 million, saying, "Hey, don't work with him."
Mm-hmm.
When he did that, he found out that he told him that, and he just Googled him up. His trade line was expired. He bought the entire thing.
That's some dirty ass shit.
Yeah, that is wild. So people is like, you can't. And the guy today, I watched him today, and you just have to keep going.
Yeah, you just got to keep going. And I think Nike actually did something, trademarked that design. So I don't think they should. Neither one of them should be using it.
But my thing was, it was just crazy because that's just like a Jordan 1 shoe, but he was coming out with dope colors, right?
Mm-hmm.
I said that from the jump.
Is it like a star? It's
like a check with some weird thing in the
end. Yeah, it's something.
So when they did that, I even said, like,
okay, I think I know what you're talking about now. Because if it's a star, I've seen people wear those.
Yeah, they got popular. It looked just like a Jordan 1 high top.
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
They were here in Houston. They like sold out. Did a whole good
a few weeks ago.
Not too long ago. Maybe like
two, 3 months ago.
Mm-hmm. Like right during the end of school year. It's around that time. But you just have to, like, when I watched that, I'm just like, yo, this guy didn't let it bother him. He dropped a new shoe the next day.
Like, you can't. People are going to try to, like, tell you all these negative things or, like, do, stuff that they know they shouldn't be doing to you. But you just got to keep going. I don't pay attention. Like, I be knowing what's going on social media.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm not even on my business pages where I follow most of, like, the celebrity and all that kind of stuff. But I don't keep up with. Because
you have a huge following on your business page, but then your personal page, you don't.
Get denied. Like, because that's where I get to have my fun. At first, I was using my business page as a personal page, but I had to stop because if you post like a funny meme, they're like, "Where my order?" I'm like, damn.
Yeah, like, damn, girl, you over here making orders.
Dang, I'm over here trying to laugh with my homegirl.
It's coming. Your order coming.
That's so funny.
Like, and especially during the pandemic, like, I didn't have no
that's going to be our next question. Business during the pandemic. Now that you talk about it.
Business, it was great. Like, it's definitely
people
great.
Just ordering
oh my goodness. I couldn't believe it. I was crying some days because I'm like, what in the world? Not bad. I'm like crying because I was making so much money.
But like, what about your manufacturing company? Were they able to keep up with your orders?
They definitely had delays, but for me, I try to communicate as much as I can with my customers. So if I know that it's like a super delayed, because a lot of times I do pre-orders. So I know if it's like super delayed, I'm going to communicate with you. And a lot of times, as long as you communicate with your customers, with they don't care. Yeah. They just want it. Unless they waiting for like a birthday or, a special event. Yeah, I mean, they really don't care. I've really never had like, what you call that with the charges when they
charge back?
I probably had 3 or 4.
Yeah, and I've been for my 2 years, I probably like had maybe like 5.
Yeah,
it'd be disappointing. I'd be so devastated.
But you know what? Sometimes people charge.
I can tell you how to win.
Okay, yeah, tell us that. But sometimes I be seeing like business owners that say, "Girl, you got your stuff," and they still be charging back. Like people scamming.
They do.
Yeah, they definitely do.
Like you posted a picture in this outfit, and then you.
Every time I catch them, they be like, because I'm like about to blast you, girl, and she be like, "No, it was the bank. I was just charging back all the things. I lost my car, and that happened to be one of the items."
Mm-hmm. I don't play them kind of games. I've lost 1 chargeback, and it was actually a chargeback that was my fault.
Remember she never that time during our photo shoot, I had a chargeback, like a $400, like with a charge when we wore the black the first time. I had a chargeback in the middle of a shoot, and it was like $400. Like, oh my god, like yeah. That's tough. Those
and you know what was funny? I was following somebody that sells hair, and it was a custom wig that was made for a girl.
And they did a charge.
They did a chargeback. So she screenshot all the girl pictures and was like, "Bitch, is that my wig that I made for you? Did you not get the wig? Did you not get the wig? Sis, right. Sis got the wig on." I was like, wow, people are dirty.
They are. They definitely are. They definitely are. I've had somebody send me some shoes back that they wore, and I'm like, whoa.
That's the worst.
Like, girl, stop playing with me. Like, don't let these
so what's your return policy?
You can return if it's my fault. She said that something was like a malfunction with the shoe. And I was like, she sent me a picture of it. But in reality, you wore the shoe and you probably had a drunk night or a rough night and it broke. Yeah. And you could have just been honest with me because sometimes I have extra shoes just at the house.
Yeah, or for these things. I'm so upset that I wore my shoe this one time and something happened to it. That's different.
Yeah, I would.
So me, that's happened to me before. I've worn a shoe and then like the bottom came off. That's not supposed to happen.
But sometimes during the process of creating, like when they making a shoe, sometimes like somebody in that factory or like, and then sometimes I've seen like D Square. I remember J Nice, D Square, her locks came off of there, and it's like this a 1K shoe. Like, what do you mean? But things happen because sometimes the glue might have didn't dry. They probably put it in the shoe box. You never, that
happened to me before. So it's a case by case basis. You're going to examine each thing. Yeah, because sometimes
when I first started, a girl sent me a picture. Her whole shoe came loose. And she didn't cuss me out. She was just like, I don't know what happened, but the shoe came loose and she was at a baby shower. And she's still a customer to this day. And I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
It's because of the reaction that you gave her.
Yep, the way you handled it.
You handled it in such a professional way.
I will never forget because I was so embarrassed. I'm like, oh my God, this happened. And I just sent her another shoe. And I think I might have sent her something extra. Like, yeah, I definitely probably sent her like an extra gift card. But sometimes things happen. It's just really how you handle it.
No, and I'm going to say you do have good customer service because you and I were emailing back and forth.
Was it me or was it?
Well, somebody from the team. So the customer service with Nicolette brand is really good. I can tell you that.
Yeah, I try to make sure like it's cool. Sometimes people are really disrespectful, but I try to make sure they have like a cool experience or definitely try to figure out how to make it a better experience.
Sometimes you get these reviews, it makes you so happy. Like you feel like so good. Like, God damn. Like a girl yesterday was like, I'm going to shop with you forever. I never thought I was going to even get a response from you so quick because I responded to her like in 2 minutes. She's like, I'm thinking for a response for tomorrow. And I was like, girl, I'm not doing nothing. I'm just sitting here with my phone's in my hand. So I can respond to you. That's great. Sometimes, as we'll be like, man, I'll get with them tomorrow. But if you do respond quick, they'll be like, man, I'm about to order something else. So
no, that interaction makes all the difference. At the end of the show, we do like a recipe for our outfits. Okay. So we're going to start with you. Tell us what you got on, what's going on.
So these are actually pajamas from Pretty Little Things. Don't judge me for wearing Pretty Little Things. I'll still be shopping with them sometimes.
I know that too. But wait a minute, how is this pajamas? It's a skirt.
Yeah, these are pajamas, girl. These are definitely pajamas. I
like it. That's definitely an outfit. I shop with Pretty Little Things all the time. I prefer them over Fashion Nova any day.
Definitely. But Pretty Little Things definitely
one thing from Fashion Nova, and that was those polka dot pants. That was the first time I ever shopped at Fashion Nova.
I like Fashion Nova jeans.
Because I was mad at them because of they was copying John Ace design. See, I'm that type of person. Like I said, I move with integrity. So once somebody do something bad, like I don't fuck with them.
Yeah. Yeah, so this is Pretty Little Things. It's pajamas. And of course, I have on my brands here.
What's the name of those?
Oh, Kayla. They're named after my god sister.
Okay, so your shoes question. Are they true to size? Like, do you go up or you go down? What do you do?
It really depends on the style.
So it's like all kind of... I
don't have half sizes. Like, I have it in the description, but, sometimes people don't read it.
I'm one of those people because I order my sandals too big.
Yeah.
I'm so big. If I used to maybe, and it's crazy because I'm into fashion a lot, but maybe these past 3 years I started shopping online because I don't my body is weird. I have big legs, small waist, so I'm tall, so it's hard. And my shoes, I'm such a shoe fan. And if I get the shoe, that means I really like it. If it doesn't fit, I don't want it anymore. I don't want to send it back. I just don't want it.
This is like me. I'm not sending nothing back.
I don't send nothing back. It's just going to throw in the pile. I'm going to give it to somebody. I waste so much money because I'm the girl, I just ordered these, the skate shoes, the Longavine, Let's Land.
I like those.
So I just ordered those and I was like, they should be on my door right now. And so it took me 4 weeks to order them.
It looks like they run big though.
They're actually, I'll see when I get to my house. They actually say, and two of my friends tell me they are true to size to the T. So I'll see. But I wanted those shoes and I kept going back and forth. Should I get the 8 or the 37, the 38 or 37, 38 or 37, because there's no halves. So I'm usually that's 37 and a half. What do I do? So I kept talking to every store. I went to talk to Los Angeles, Vegas. And I'm just we don't have that shoe. How do I know? And they're clearly sold out nationwide. You can't even really get them. I happened to just call back trying to figure out my size again. The guy was like, funny thing, we have 2 sizes, a 37 and 38 in the whole entire company. Which one do you want?
What did you get?
I got the 37. We're going to see.
You can take the bottom out if they don't work.
Right, take the soles out. But we'll see because what they did was, he was like, because you call every day, I'm going to hold this 38.
I feel sorry for harassing them people.
When you get your shoe tomorrow, try them on immediately. If you need me to switch, send those back and we'll switch it. I was like, okay, cool.
That was nice.
So I really don't order online. But lately, Houston, we far behind.
We're very far
And
behind.
I'm somebody that likes to be ahead of the game. So it's like, you gotta like this world order. You know what I'm saying? I love what you're doing, honestly.
Thank you.
I love shoes.
She's cute.
So,
Outfit cute.
yes.
Thank y'all.
Stormy, what you got on?
I have on Gigi Fiona, a Janet Jackson t-shirt, some Balenciaga shoes. I'm chilling. I don't got no makeup today. I left my makeup bag at home, y'all. I feel so dry. I was about to come here with some shades, but I'm a cute girl, so it's okay.
Cute. I'm wearing some old jeans from Shop One of One by Jolie. And this shirt, I think I got it from Misguided. It's pretty old too, as you can
I like the shirt.
tell. So that's what I'm wearing. Still got my little braids. They're gonna be out in a second. And where did I get these shoes from? I don't know, some cheap boutique. But I always gotta wear like a black designer every time. So these, of course, are from a black owned designer.
That's dope.
So what is the recipe for the episode? So what we do is at the end of the episode, we do something that like ties it in, like what phrase or whatever will solidify the episode.
Oh, I gotta come up with
you can. If you can't come up with nothing, we'll come up with
Y'all
it.
give me a phrase. 'Cause I don't
Let's
know.
see what we talked about.
That she needs to come out of her shell. So we got.
I'm gonna definitely come on my show. Y'all gotta help me though.
Okay, I got one. Rep your shit.
This year, I would love to see you
Rep your shit. Step out of your shell and rep your shit.
Next time, there's like definitely like we have tomorrow we are hosting some fashion shows. We're on the red carpet.
Come out.
Things like that. You definitely need to show
Is
your
there anything
face.
open Thursday?
Thursday, there's one as well at the Vault.
Okay.
So
yes,
downtown.
Okay.
Downtown, the Vault, and then come on the 10th.
Okay, definitely.
But yeah, rep your shit. Come out, rep your shit.
I will, y'all.
That's
All right, so that's our show. Rep your shit. You guys, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and follow. Thank you, and peace.